And we are here at EarthX 2026, right here in the lovely Hilton Anatole in Dallas, Texas. We have amazing climate warriors, people who are out there on the front lines, not only protecting the present, but protecting the future, designing a future that works for all of us. And they're using technologies with high skills, lots of intricate parts, things that take years and years of training, and applying them to things that we may take for granted. Things like perhaps garbage. I've got my friend today, Hassan Murad, here with Intuitive AI. And this man has been trained in all manner of futuristic technologies. He's really got a grasp on what it's going to take to use tech to achieve the future we all want to have here on this planet. Could you tell us a little about Intuitive AI and what you apply AI for?
Yeah, for sure. So a little background. Me and my co-founder, we come from India and Pakistan.
Mhm.
We saw where the waste and materials were ending up.
Right.
Right, there are 20 million pickers in the world, and some people that live and rely upon landfills, and it's
Mhm.
very, very unfortunate.
Yeah.
And so when we immigrated and did our robotics in Canada and
Mhm.
worked in the U.S. And applied it on AI on drones, submarines, and
Right.
self-driving cars, and got to be a fly on the wall in Elon's team.
Absolutely.
It was, we had this wake up moment that, hey, there's this problem that exists in the world
Mhm.
that nobody's attempting to solve, which is garbage, right?
Right, right. The problem of garbage. Seriously.
And so there's this waste crisis that exists,
Mhm.
and we didn't have a business plan or something sort of mocked out. We just knew that 98% of whatever you and I generate, is not being recycled. It is being
Wow.
dumped or burnt or pushed out into the oceans eventually. And so
Mhm.
we said, you know what? We got to dive in. We got to figure out how could we apply our background in
Right.
robotics and AI to try to make a little bit of a difference and a dent.
Absolutely. This is incredible. I'm trying to figure out, so how have you been able to use AI as a force multiplier in terms of more efficiently managing and perhaps repurposing the garbage that we all take for granted? Where does this take up where humans leave off?
Yeah, it's a great question. One of the things as we were studying the waste landscape or
Yeah.
the wastescape was that there's a lot of parts that we could have applied the technology on the back end.
Hmm.
There's the common thought that you could apply robotics and sort it after the fact.
You're right.
We started seeing that we applied and built a bin that sorted for people themselves. People started getting dumber
Wow.
when we took the sorting away,
Mm.
and we started seeing that it is important to have an element of education
Right.
in real time, and feedback is important, especially if we're trying to promote and get towards sustainable consumption. So, what we iterated towards as one of our core technologies is Oscar Sort.
Oscar
And
Sort. Go ahead and break that down to me. What is
yeah,
Oscar Sort?
yeah. So, Oscar Sort is an AI that plugs in behind any busy recycling bin or a material collection point. So, let's say you're at JFK Airport,
Mm-hmm.
right, or LaGuardia. What you'll see is there's these massive bins,
Right.
3 streams, 4 streams. People are confused,
Hmm. Right.
right? Like they walk up, only about 18 to 27% of people get it right.
Wow.
And so you look inside, everything is going in the wrong places,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the start.
Right.
That's the point where janitorial teams and everybody's instructed that if it's contaminated, it should go to landfill,
Mm.
right? And so we've lost that material. It doesn't even go to a fancy recycling
Right.
facility. So that's the point we call the bintersection,
The
uh,
venture section.
the-
Right.
where we've applied AI to immediately see what you've got in your hand from
Right.
afar and break that down to you in very intuitive ways that, hey, that item belongs in this bin.
Wow. So is it like an app or something? Like, can I like run this through? Like, this is plastic, this is styrofoam, this is paper. Is it like an app?
So imagine the app, but it's actually in front of you on the screen,
Oh, really?
right behind a bin. So
Oh, so
you've
you're putting this on the waste receptacles themselves.
exactly,
Wow.
exactly. So we try to map out the busiest, the most impactful areas in a site. So it's not on
Mm.
every, but it is trying to get in, make an impact. And so what we're seeing now is that recycling, when an AI starts helping you, and also, what Oscar does is if you get it right in the
Right.
right bin, it pats you on the back, gives you a reward.
Right.
you know,
What
maybe,
reward does the AI give me for throwing it away the right way?
maybe a trip to Disneyland.
Hey, that ain't bad. I got kids. I threw it away correctly. Now we're gonna go see Mickey Mouse. I like it.
Yeah, and or a ticket to Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah.
So depending on what is happening at that moment and who we're partnered with, Oscar rewards you, but it also grouches at you if you get it
Oscar
wrong.
grouches at me? Does it look like the Sesame Street character?
No, no,
Okay, cool. I guess that's proprietary, like patented stuff. You can't do that. But yeah.
yeah.
How
So
does Oscar grouch at me?
I mean, it shows a big X that
Oh
you've
Lord.
thrown it in the wrong bin, and
Oh Lord.
we do see people leaning inside the garbage bin and taking the item out.
Oh my God.
And so again, we don't market it that way, but
Yeah.
it is amazing to see when you apply AI with behavioral science.
Mm-hmm.
You start seeing people's behavior change at the bins. And
Right.
last year, and we're going to be more than doubling that this year, we saw 200 million people engage with an Oscar at these busy
Wow.
airports and other venues that we've got across 20 countries and 5 continents.
20 countries, 5 continents. Oscar's about to be everywhere. What do you think our time horizon is to scaling it up to the point where like it's common?
We're what again? I mean, we've been doing this for a decade. We've
Right.
created an industry or an entire vertical by ourselves. So it's taken time for people to get used to, for budgets, for
Right.
people to understand that already. But we're seeing with the rise of EPR, which is trying to really measure materials at different areas. AI technology is really taking off because you need transparency, you need measurability,
Right.
and then some way to educate the masses.
Got it. Listen, intuitive AI teaching people. We taught the AI, now the AI is teaching people, but it's teaching us to do the right things. And it's all about making sure that we use our waste correctly, because as we know, the Pacific Garbage Patch is no joke. The pollution is no joke. And now we're using these brand new tools to the benefit of humankind and to the benefit of every species on Earth. And intuitive AI is on the front lines. Hassan, Murad, it has been wonderful
pleasure,
talking
man.
to you today.
Yeah.
Thank you guys very much for watching. Keep it locked right here. We will be back at EarthX 2026. Thank you very much.